And for once, I don't feel like we really need to do much of a significant, like, pre-trial thinking of the, again, the theory of the case. I think it's pretty self-evident what's going on here. It helps that all the evidence was laid out in a very easy to understand manner. This part of the game where you fight God? I guess so. Oh, so Sean, that would be brutalist architecture, which often is kind of used in a sort of, especially dystopian, futuristic type of thing. And yeah, so that'd be why that is that. Hey, Pepe. Yeah, things are going well. All right, so we're gonna get into this, but I need to step away for just a moment. We will be right back. Don't you worry. I guess we can peruse the. I think our skills will remain unchanged from before because I don't think we've gotten anything new unlocked since then. I guess we can take a look at our truth bullets. I don't think we. That's actually a surprisingly large quantity of truth bullets, but again, I don't think I actually need to really walk through a theory of the case here. It's pretty self-evident, so. I think we're just kind of along for the ride. Let's go.
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic.
How so?
Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
I guess I'm the one who knows. This world's true identity? Only like a few lines in already. We got the sweat marks, we got the intensity. I was like, geez, man, so this will be true. That lie will become the truth. But there's a way I can leave it unanswered. Alright, here we go. Hangman's Gambit. Okay. It is a. Oh my goodness. Is it a, I guess, video game? Okay, yeah. Because it could have been that or simulation, but given the letters we were getting. Or, no, virtual? It's virtual. Virtual is what we're going for here. Yeah, video game would not have fixed. We need a T. Virtual. There we go.
I got it!
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
I thought I was answering the questions here.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world. You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
He's right,
If
guys.
this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Well, I'm not trying to break this to you, Kazuichi, but
That's stupid. There's no way that's even possible.
I know. The all-in-your-minds trope makes you feel such cruel despair. But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
in a game.
'Cause it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game.
You can't answer every question with that.
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
Because it's a game.
I know you
Oh,
guys are
dang.
pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Okay.
Just stop. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
I guess we'll have to present
Back
some
in
evidence.
the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight. But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
I feel like contact lenses. I don't know. Maybe he's right about that. I've never needed contact lenses or anything, but I feel like that would get annoying.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program. It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain.
Yeah, I guess one question that we never got an answer to, and I guess we might. So we're using the, oh, it's all virtual world trope. Are we also using the you die in the game, you die in real life trope? Because, oh, that'd be tragic.
Which means your body still exists in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something.
That'd be an odd feature included, but could be a bug too.
Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
Avatars.
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game is a copy of the user's real body.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
Wait, removing?
What did you remove?
The specific thing that was removed from our bodies. I guess school memories, right? For a second I thought it was gonna say, like, your brain was removed. I'm like, what? No!
I see.
Okay. You die
What was
in with their
removed from
program,
us
you die in real
was our
life.
school memories, right?
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
Ah.
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy? Don't talk like that! Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
Well, I mean, it's both. This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. Can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? You know, knowing that it's a game, it actually makes so much sense that they'd send Chiaki in as the observer.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are
Oh,
different.
it could be...
Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
Hyoko's?
What game world? What avatar?
Is it a list of subjects? Is that what that's
I'm
under?
a human being with a real body!
Let me take a look. I think it's the list of subjects would include the Hyoko thing. Everyone's name on the list. Clipped newspaper article about Hyoko. There we go. That would be it. This is a virtual world. We're avatars that were created for this world. I don't want to believe something like that, but...
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
Cream Rabbit...
What does
Cream the
that
Rabbit...
mean?
I don't know. I don't think we
Your
currently know
avatar's made of memories
if
from
the
before
people who
you
died
entered
didn't
the
actually
school.
die, right?
But your actual bodies in the
Like, in
real
theory,
world
since it's
are
a game,
different.
like, you'd
Though
think
you
not,
have
but
no memories of
there
your
is
time
a
living
possibility
your
that,
school
like,
life, your
dying
real
in the
bodies
game
actually lived that life.
gets you dead in
That
real
must
life
be-
plus too, so that'd be the knife wrenching twist.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping. There was a picture of Hyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives. Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you were saying that happened to Hyoko?
It appears Hyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko.
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had
Don't talk of
memory
Fuyuhiko
loss,
sites.
your body still should have grown during that time, right? So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time. Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
Now, hold on. Couldn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? He. What are we getting at? So, who would have noticed a difference? I guess it's gotta be Kazuichi or me or Fuyuhiko. Or, I guess... What's the question? I'm not sure what I'm answering, honestly. So, someone that would have noticed... And it can't be any of the dead people, so it's gotta be one of the living people. I don't know, maybe Fuyuhiko? Stab in the dark? I mean, it'd be him or Kazuichi, right? I doubt we're gonna use Monokuma's word as evidence.
You're the only one! Hey, Fuyuhiko. You knew Peko for a long time, right?
Oh, that guy. That makes sense.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Because he knew Peko beforehand.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but... around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars.
Yeah.
Are you saying we just have to accept that?
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Well, and technically, what's going on in your own body normally is it's all electrical impulses at the end of the day. That's your whatever consciousness is interprets as various types of stimuli. All you'd have to do to bake it is just bake the electrical impulses, and the electrical impulses plus various neurotransmitters and whatnot.
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
Okay, I mean, that can't be true.
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
And the pod might be stinky, but if your sense of smell is being overridden by the program, then you wouldn't notice.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Not to mention sense of smell is like the worst thing to use, because that gets used to whatever your usual environment is anyway and stops being sensitive to it.
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood.
Why?
That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death.
Oh, that is... Ooh.
However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
Is it really that strong? Like, sure, it's not that strong in real life.
As expected of Miss Sonia. Your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
How would Sonya know that? Well, she's... Head of state princess?
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth? We're really just
Sonya knows a lot of
connected to
weird
machines and stuff.
knowledge.
And our consciousness was uploaded into here. So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
The signs were
That
there.
sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program. It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
That's why in the end... It was all just a creation. That's the truth. Oh! We've broken the illusion! We see the code, seeing the matrix. The truth is, it was all a lie. That is this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
Then that must mean...
Everyone's alive, hopefully?
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah, just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop here.
So, you are saying everyone is still alive?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma? What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie,
Oh, no.
it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Are you telling me they all died via placebo? The simulation made them think they were dead and that killed them in real life?
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too.
You know, it kind of makes sense, honestly. Like, even if that's not an intentional feature. If death in the program, right? How would you simulate death in the program? You would stop sending any signals to the brain, right? You just cease any stimuli. And honestly, realistically, you do that long enough. I'm not saying it'd be a quick process, but you know, parts of your body do atrophy if they aren't getting anything. Right? Like, so if you are in an environment where there's no light for an extended period of time, that'll actually end up damaging your vision. It's conceivable something could actually happen with the brain.
What? Then everyone who died.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but
What, they're mostly dead?
that's why it's actually crueler instead. All that's left of them are empty husks.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah. Agreed, Vihiko.
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
No, I've not played Psychonauts 2. It's good, though. What?
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
Well, yeah, but you warped it.
Future Foundation? The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing? Then Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then we were taken out.
Not quite.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation.
I wouldn't just believe anything Monokuma tells you to. Or he'll tell you the facts mostly, but then he'll spin them. Future Foundation is a real enemy? Is that it? Is that really it? Okay. It's... Oh, sheesh. How many of these are there now? Okay, it's gotta be something.
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation. I mean, a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys. Then the Future Foundation is truly an organization of evil.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go with the founders of the organization, probably. Is it the Future Foundation? Okay, so which is probably going to be the Academy's... Well, no, not that.
Foundation,
not that.
Right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's
Maybe
all
it's
the
the Hope
Future Foundation's
Cultivation?
doing, right?
No, it's not the...
And the enemy is the Future Foundation.
Not the
I
Remnants
mean,
of Despair.
a group that would make a killing game. There's no way they're good guys.
Well,
Then the
let's see what the
Future-
Neo World program has to say specifically. Neo World program. Program created by the Future Foundation allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma. Okay, so I think this is our evidence here, and we're going to probably contradict that it's a killing game and say, no, actually, this is just therapy.
Truly an organization of evil.
I think that's what we're going with here. Alright.
The Neo World program was developed by the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation. I mean, a group that would make it.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, A concept like violence never existed.
Hence, you wouldn't have to worry about the edge case of, like, what if someone dies? You can't die in the game. You don't need to worry about the edge case of what happens if you do die. Granted, that's still some pretty bad QA. So that should have been better, but if there was not supposed to be any possibility of death and violence, then I can see you overlooking that detail. Right? Like, if you're a programming game and there's no concept of taking damage or health or dying, or if you don't have, like, a health bar and there's no concept of taking damage, you don't need to program in what happens when you die if that wasn't within the parameters of the game in the first place. And so if that were to somehow occur, then you're gonna get some weird edge cases.
Then, why is there killing going on?
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is?
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monami.
Yeah.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
Hey, don't change the subject.
But that's also something we need to clear up. Monami, or Usami's role that she had in this world was... she was an observer.
I see! She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
You don't...
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait! Did you just say 15 people?
Yes.
You've forgotten how to count. We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
The Future Foundation's other observer has to be referring to... Chiaki.
I see!
Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
No.
So you're saying she was just
don't
a
think so.
program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Though, I mean, actually that's plausible, isn't it? She was acting kind of weird, almost as if she had, like, hard code limitations that she couldn't break.
Then, she wasn't human?
She didn't exist at all? Not human?
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive. Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character!
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character, she was a lackey for the detestable World Ender.
Monokuma. World Ender?
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we'd think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending!
Okay.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
I mean, you're playing the semantic game, like they want to shut down the program because you took it over, and therefore they are ending this world. Oh, come on. What are you, a lawyer? For everyone who's here?
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Like, don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us!
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears appears the main cast has finally arrived.
That's, Huh?
Main cast.
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What? World Ender?
Seems like the world's ending.
It's not the
Makoto!
Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.